So we are back. China versus Korea. China looking for slight redemption here since they got demolished yesterday, as you all saw on this very stream, where Lin took them out 6-1, only losing to. Oh no, he didn't lose, but only ReMinD losing to TH. This is not TH here. This is WCA champion, GCS champion, GCS 2-on-2 champion. Most likely the best player in the world this year, Fly.
But yesterday, defeated twice by Lin.
Exactly, in a mirror match. Two intense games, usually Orc Mirror, not too exciting, but holy Christ, we were on the edge of our seats during these battles. But yeah, there's one thing that we keep on mentioning about Fly, and that is his crazy stats versus Night.
Yeah, he has had a record of, I think it was 15 months without losing. Was it a map or a series? A map to a Night Elf. So that is ridiculous.
Yeah, before Joshi came around in GCS and beat him once. And ReMinD actually got the series of him in GCS 1.
Really?
Yeah, in January. It was a 2-1. So this shows that this guy should be well prepared for Fly. But maybe it was a fluke. It's all offline, so this is a little different. And yeah, Fly, sometimes he plays like a god amongst men.
Players' forces are under
some days he keeps losing grunts to creeps, shadow hunters to creeps.
Oh yeah, there was that game.
There was a game like this recently. But will this be a day? I don't think so. Yesterday he looked on point. So if he plays in the same style as yesterday, I think he has a good chance of taking out ReMinD.
Okie dokie. We have one borrowed tech coming out of Fly, opting for the very quick tech. Of course, the Night Elf fairly quick tech as well for him. And I thought for a second there was a Hunter's Hall, but no. Only the shop, so it's going to be the standard talents, of course, what we're used to seeing on Turtle Rock, where we do expect the TC to be coming out later. And as you mentioned, lots of consumables, possibly lots of big invos and big manas. Gonna be great for Fly in the big fights. And how much can ReMinD accomplish here? Before there is master trading, we all know the Orc is way stronger. The Orc has map control and usually tries to punish the Night Elf if he can. And if not, at least take away creep spots from the Night Elf's side of things and keep the Night Elf from creeping.
Yeah, and so far it works pretty well. Level 1.5 Demon Hunter, level 1.5 Blade Master. He will have some time later. Oh, will he? The tech is almost done. Oh, the tech is done, so the Tauren Chieftain will come up. And this is actually bad for Fly. TC needs space to creep simultaneously with the grunts. So the good thing is he didn't lose a grunt early game.
Why are the grunts not in the main? This is the very usual timing. Tier 2 has been hit. Harassment will be coming towards your main. Why is he creeping right now? I don't get it.
Well, he needs a level 3 Blade Master to do this efficiently.
Yeah, but if he keeps his tier 2 buildings alive, that he might not be level 2 right now, but he's gonna be level 3 quicker. He's gonna lose the Spirit Lodge. Where is the Demon Hunter, by the way? He's coming in right now. He has a Staff of Preservation being blocked by the peons, though. Wow. Very, very well done indeed. And he can't enter. Alright, thanks to Fly's amazing micro, he's gonna be able to at least keep the Bestiary alive with that peon block, but in the back, the Orc Borrow will be falling. And the Beastmaster will not be dying as there is a staff ready. Or is maybe the Demon Hunter walking into his surround? Ah, no.
But can he keep this close? No, he can't. But yeah, you mentioned there's a staff anyway. The summons are a little experienced for the Blade Master. Gets him level 2 if he's... Oh, he denied it! Mistake by Fly.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake.
So ReMinD is checking on the natural expansion or the starting position right next to Fly's base if there's anything going on. But so far, nothing. And this is what I mentioned yesterday. Usually this would be the timing to creep the natural right away. But he has so little experience on everything that he can't really do that. He doesn't have the time. ReMinD is constantly putting up pressure. And this is something that kind of felt out of the meta game to go for the tier 2 attack with the Beastmaster and the Demon Hunter. But ReMinD is still playing it, and so far it's working flawlessly.
Is he going to be looking for some aggression again? Yeah. His Ancient of War is walking towards the natural, but without Nature's Blessing, only slowly, very, very slowly. And he's trying to harass as much as he can in the meantime, but honestly, this Blade Master solo is pretty much able to deflect the aggression whilst the TC keeps on creeping. And that's, of course, what Fly would like to have. Quick level 3 TC, quick level 2 shockwaves. They're gonna be putting out so much damage as long as he doesn't get burned to death and, you know, hits those as well. Players like Focus, I remember, the shockwaves are most of the time so bad against Night Elf. But from players like Lin and Fly, usually they do land quite well.
Yeah, they know their timings, and we saw from Lin yesterday how amazing this can be if you keep the Demon Hunter stuck to one place and then move around in a big circle with the Torrent Chieftain, so the mana burn is not in range, so he keeps his mana and hits 3 shockwaves instead of 2. That is massive area of effect damage. You need heal scrolls against this, and since there's only there is 2 shops here, but both players are spawning up the same lane, keeping control of this shop is very important. 1 heal scroll has already been bought, if I'm not mistaken, by the Night Elf most likely. No, oh, then it's just the cooldown not happening. Lots of selling going on from Fly. Invo Potion and Heal Scroll right away, and with 1 Raider that he has. They're in the middle of the map. I was just about to say this would be easy creeping for him. He's not pulling them. Now he is. He wants, of course, this Ogre Lord gone from the map.
Alright, can he surround without Ensnare? Is the question. Nope, he can't.
No, this cost some time, and this is once again a little mistake by Fly. Does not seem on point today as he was yesterday in the Orc Mirror. Critical strike 70 for 76, not too threatening here. Tinker, of course, the 3rd hero for ReMinD. And the item is a big mana potion. Would have been amazing for the TC, but not for the Night Elf side. Overlord is going down and gives us...
He's a tease. He's running away.
A little more time. But the healing rune is definitely needed. Oh, that shockwave, man! Almost killing the Blade Master.
Everything is so hurt here. Home experience, and... I can't see it, it's Chinese.
Legion Doomhorn, very nice.
Yeah, very good drops.
And level 3 for the TC, level 3.5 actually. So much movement speed, lots of experience. Blade Master's level 3 as well. What is ReMinD finding here? KotH Cunning. This is a very bad item. It is 4 damage on the Demon Hunter, but apart from that, not too special.
But I think everything that boosts your heroes you may want to keep, even if it's not the greatest, because your Demon Hunter, your Beastmaster, your Tinker, they're going to be the blocking line and they're going to be doing the sustained damage whilst the Talons are cycloning over and over again. So, may want to keep it. It does give it a lot of gold though at the same time. And very passive game here. Only creeping basically. Once tier 2 was hit after that bit of harassment, only creeping.
But at the head of the turtle, at the 2 o'clock position, ReMinD is building an expansion. Very sneaky indeed. Oh my god!
What's up with the orcs these last couple of days? And the vamp aura.
This is amazing. 3 auras working for the Orc army. Vamp aura, Unholy aura, and of course the Endurance aura. Already on level 2. This movement speed for Fly is insane. Usain Bolt Orc race here.
And using so many shockwaves to creep. Making use of the mana regen. A little bit hurt though, is what his units are currently. But he has some heal cells at the very least. Finding a ring of regen, meh. Not the greatest, of course. And now ReMinD running into the Orc base, threatening the burrows, and there's no TP.
Oh boy, he's going for the counter attack, but how many burrows will he lose? First one is dead
he has
already.
a TP yet.
Oh, a town portal in. There is 2 shockwaves here, a town portal out. Oh, shockwave would be amazing. Mana burn is coming in. So there's only 1, but you saw the damage that will be done by 1 shockwave, and he hit basically every single unit.
Yeah, that was a really good shockwave. Either he has to heal up with Moonmelt, which is so expensive, because at the same time you have to heal up the mana on the Talons, or you have to go for a Scroll of Healing, which obviously is very expensive in terms of gold. The Night Elves of course, not having statues or Scroll of Regions or anything like that. So the AoE is gonna be painful for him. Does he expect this expansion right there? It was set up right after it was scrapped, and not only did he creep it, Fly, but also it is behind his Watcher Ward. So I really like this move by ReMinD. As we said before, very, very sneaky.
Okay, it's finished, entangling starts, and yeah, I don't think this will be scouted. I don't think this will be attacked anytime soon. ReMinD is going for counter-aggression still. Oh, 51 food, this is not ideal. Usually the Night Elves always stick to their 50. 59 for Fly, this is level 4.5 TC. The shockwave will be gigantic. He has a lot of mana. The end snares on the Demon Hunter. Can he find the position to throw the wave? This was not very good. The Tinker in problems. Invo Potion on the Blade Master as well, so he can't be Cyclone. Beast Mode enabled. There's this Dispel against the Cyclone. Torrent Chieftain always up high up in the air. Next shockwave, also not that great.
And now he's out of mana, but the talents are being driven back. The Raiders do find the connection. Second heal scroll has been used here by ReMinD, trying to fight on. Of course, the Scourge Bone Chimes and the Legion Doomhorn being worth their weight in gold. Now the Beastmaster in trouble, being ensnared. He has the TP, of course, if he needs to use it. No Cyclone coming onto the Orc Heroes. There's a backstab! He's almost dying! Holy Jesus! With a little bit higher of a damage roll, that would have been the death for the Beastmaster, and then there would have been no TP. ReMinD close to throwing that game here away.
Yeah, still 50 food for him though, and the expansion is running and running and running and running. This is gonna be a good game for ReMinD, but will the TC carry this home? Almost level 5. Not too far away. There's still this spot here, and I think he's going for it, looking for another big mana potion or an invul potion. Those are the two items that he wants here. The big healing, not that great. He keeps it, yeah, but the other two items are way better in this situation. ReMinD still in his base, playing this very passive. Level 2 on the Tinker. He killed, oh, almost 3. He killed a lot though. The Night Elf Heroes are good equipped. Level 3.5, 3.5. So what does he find here? It is the big mana potion. Jesus Christ, Remo.
These drops
slowly but
ridiculous.
steady. I think it's confirmed that the maps are rigged for Orc.
The system is very favorable for Orc, and the drops seem to be just the same. But the Blade Master, a few seconds ago, maybe a minute ago, he stole the Scroll of Healing from the left chop. So now there are 0 Scrolls of Healing on the Night Elf side against the level 5 TC with a greater mana. So honestly, he can't hope to win that fight, and that's why he's TPing out right away. The first Shockwave only hitting 2 talents. Wait. He used the Shockwave. Didn't he get mana burned? I guess the mana burn was on the Walker. I must have seen that wrong, because he still has 200 mana remaining.
Fly feels super duper comfortable getting up an expansion of his own, but the position is not that ideal. Can easily be attacked. And yeah, not that easily defended. It's far away from the base as well. So there's definitely potential for ReMinD to expose this. Expose the bit of agility. Of course. Level 5 TC though, level 3 Shockwave is cutting the HP of Talons in half. How many heal scrolls? 1 this time. 2 invuls and a heal potion on the Tinker. I like how ReMinD plays this. With the expansion in the back, he can go for bad trades, nevertheless. Does he scout the expansion, though? That's the big thing.
No borrows seem to be falling this time. Pocket Factory way far up in front. TC trying to position for the Shockwave. First one flying, hitting only 2 talents. The Pocket Factory as well, though. That one has been killed quickly, but Fly doesn't want to seem to fight this just yet. TC coming in again. They're lining up perfectly, but actually, he is being burned right now. He's out of mana.
Going for a mana potion, I can only assume. Yep, there it is, but Cyclone first. Mana potion has been used. Dispelled. Here comes the Shockwave. Another burn. Heal Scroll has been used to keep the Talons alive. It is 60 food for ReMinD versus 53 for Fly. Will ReMinD, the 2-time BlizzCon champion, fight this, or will Fly win, take it home? Level 3 Tinker. Oh, cluster rockets we saw here.
Alright, and the Raiders are still standing in the Talons, but now they're running away, they're scared. The Beastmaster has to be careful. Invul and Heal Pot both being used, and this looks like ReMinD may just have too much. 64 supply. The expansion coming into play big, only 47 remaining now, maybe trying to go for the Beastmaster again, but remember, there is the TP in case things get too dicey. Now both heroes, Cyclone, is he gonna try to go for the surround here? I don't think he can kill him. The TC still has the greater mana. Can he do something with this? He's gonna be back on the ground in a second. Greater mana maybe now. No. Trying to go for the BC. There it is! And this shockwave dealt so much damage! And he has another one ready. If he doesn't get burned again, he can get Mass instead. Now the Demon Hunter invul, and the healing being used, and the next shockwave. This is so much damage! And now maybe Fly can win this fight. The Blade Master, though, very low, being cycloned, being surrounded probably. He can't get out! He can't get out! He can't survive, I don't think. He's being focused. The Demon Hunter hitting on him. Spirit Link makes him not tanky enough as he does die. But maybe he can kill the rest of the army here?
Everything is red, man. Level 4 on the Demon Hunter, level 2 Evaders coming into play. The Tinker is severely hurt, but everything is hurt for Fly as well. He fights the Talons, yeah, but the heroes, level 4 on the Beastmaster and Snare on the Demon. There's no TP, no nothing. The Hawk is doing crazy damage against the Peons, though.
Whoa!
Again, level 6 on the TC.
He got the Demon!
Surrounded. He got the Demon with the Shockwave, indeed. Beastmaster is next in line. He has a Town Portal, didn't swap it. The Aura, of course, working wonders here, the Unholy and the Endurance Aura.
He's so fast! He's so fast!
What a fight, what a game, and of course Fly is still in. He has an expansion up, it's not running though, but this was the tricky part, setting it up. It takes so long, and that is why Fly is still in this game. Blade Master is 1/3 back, 27 food for Fly.
Oh, triple kill with the next shockwave. This TC, 1075 hit points. He has the ultimate now already as well, obviously. But the Blade Master is going to take such a long time till he's back. And the resources for ReMinD still has more than 1000 gold remaining after buying back the Demon Hunter at the tavern. But his inventory right now is looking very bad. No heal scrolls, no invulls, no heal pots.
He has to invest. Here's the heal pot number 1. Beastmaster getting the second one. Tinker is exposed though. 6,500 gold remaining for Fly. 14,000 in the expansion. He knows this is gonna be a long game. 1k gold remaining for the Orc. Blade Master is almost back at the battlefield. Fly is scouting for an expansion with Raiders. Constant scouting, by the way, throughout the entire game with Raiders over this map. Had some Knights and Snares, keeping the Wisps from exposing the expansion here. Invis on the Demon Hunter. He knows, I have to find something against this TC. He is carrying this game hard.
Did you see, by the way, the Ensnare canceled the Clarity?
Ah.
I didn't know that they could do that. I think I saw before that Ensnares cancel heal cells, I think. But I might just be making that up right now. Alright, here we go again. These are not that many talents. This is only 5 talents. So after like 3 die, there's not gonna be a mass cyclone, and then the Blade Master can go crazy as well, along with the TC. Speaking of which, 200 mana for him, and a mana potion as well in his inventory. And now the Expo has been found. Fly needs to hold this if he wants to win this game. First shockwave dealing a lot of damage. 2 talents die right off the bat.
Blade Master's connecting with the backstab. Mana burns are on point though. There is one more potion of mana for Fly. One more shockwave. He can kill the entire army. Does he use it now? Doesn't do it. The Demon Hunter is right next to him. The little Chimera is dealing incredible damage, especially to the walkers this game on the knife's edge. Both with an expansion. The Clockwork Goblins are taking care of the peons in the meantime. So Fly is buying time, but he gets the TC surrounded. Does he want to kill him, man? The Resurrection gives him full HP, full mana.
I think Fly might be glad to lose his TC. Mana Flare form deployed. First shockwave coming out, and here is the revive. But the army is so small, only 2 walkers, barely any disenchants left. TC is back. Where's the first shockwave? The mana burn coming onto the Blade Master. I don't know about this. So much damage. 1 heal scroll has been used now to counter this. This is the only heal scroll. TC out of the fight. He wants to wait for the next cooldown. He has 1 more shockwave remaining, and here we go. Not that perfectly placed, but still finding a double kill. Now the demon in trouble as well. There is the staff though to save him, and there we can see it being used. The Pocket Factory makes it so that there are no peons anymore at the Expo, but he has 1,000 gold Fly, 1,000 gold, but only 34 supply against 52 for vs.ReMinD still.
1,000 gold, 40 wood. Shout out to Zokul. 40 food almost as well. Oh boy, what a game. It goes back and forth and back and forth. Both players hitting each other with bare knuckles. Who's the one to fall? Who's the one biting the dust? The Blade Master is still... Okay, now he's level 5 with +7. This is gonna create some nice criticals. And I love how Fly is never forgetting buying the mana potion. This is key to victory, having these shockwaves. Even though he's not timing them perfectly, it's still so much.
Another sweet little move there. We saw the animation for the mana burn. He already raised his arms, but the end snare lands and cancels the animation. Wow. So the TC still a lot of mana to work with. All right, here the fight is going to break out again. Blade Master coming in with a scroll of healing and an invul. Maybe hero kill could be a potential.
Yeah, possible. He's going for the Beast Master. Is he surrounded? He can't get out. He can get out. Pocket Factory number 2. Dispel on the Cyclone. Lots of Wisps are coming in for more Dispel, but Fly's reaction on point! Killing them all with one strike.
He needs to keep the Demon Hunter ensnared. He wants to get another Shockwave out before he gets burned. Shockwave is ready, and there we go! Another very good one! And the mana burn basically loses the Tinker! The Tinker! Double invul being used. He tried to get the kill with the invul on the Blade Master. Can't do it though. Now the Beast Master might be in trouble. Mass and Snare, and the damage coming in. The crits, the crits, the crits! The focus! Is it gonna be enough? No! The TP comes out to save him, but Fly holds on. The expansion's still standing.
Holy moly, I can just say. The Tree of Eternity walked up to the back of the turtle. New expansion for ReMinD. The main gold mine for Fly is down. 2 bases versus 1. And the Orc is constantly fighting uphill. 37 versus 57. 20 supply advantage for ReMinD before this fight. But the shockwaves and the crits of the Blade Master, they are carrying so hard. 3,700 gold at the head of the turtle. The Engine of War wants to tear down this Great Hall.
Players' forces are under attack.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Please tear down this Great Hall.
Alright, Blade Master, a new scroll of healing, no invul. So I guess he wants to have a stronger army rather than pick on. Oh, the Shockwave! Jesus Christ, the biggest one we've seen this tournament. This was like 10 talents at least. Crazy damage coming out. Now comes the surround, but you don't want to kill that TC, man. He's gonna be coming back with full health and full mana. Is there more heal scrolls for the Night Elf side? There is not. So look for the TC. He's back on the battlefield. But so many talents. This is like 20 talents. Yeah. This is infinite Cyclone, 59 supply. And the TC is just being cycloned. He's not gonna be killed. He's not gonna be fought. He's gonna be cycloned up in the air. And the army for Fly is the big problem. He has barely any army to speak of.
When will he use the potion and when will he throw the next shockwave? He's not going the surround, he's ignoring him completely, and this is the right choice. I'm waiting for the moment where he presses this potion. Everything is lined up perfectly.
Oh, come on, you want to do it.
Blade Master will once again with a 200 critical strike. He's under heavy fire. Is there anything to keep him alive? Oh, that was the shockwave, but not that great. One heal scroll to save it, but used immediately. Without the Blade Master, he lacks so much damage and he keeps losing units.
TC has one more Shockwave, and look at how low everything is. Come on. It's lining up perfectly. Shockwave! Shockwave!
ReMinD was ready to dodge. In the meantime, the Engine of War killed the peasant line, the peon line, and takes care of this Great Hall. Fly has no time to deflect this.
Here comes the Shockwave, but that's because he was forced into it because the mana burn was coming in. And I think this might be starting to get too much. Demon being focused.
3 misses, so many misses on level 2 here. Level 5 on the Beastie Boy. Level 3 Chimera, and he taps out. ReMinD is not only killing 1-2-0, he is killing Fly as well.
The world champion.
My God.
Going down to the big underdog this game. The expansion, the hidden one, kind of won it for ReMinD, but also Fly played it really passively. He let the Demon Hunter get to level 3 for free. He let the Beastmaster get to level 3 for free. And he was like just creeping himself. Of course, his TC was a beast later on. And he found great items, but it wasn't enough. And yeah, the expansion, man, such a sweet timing. It was just crept, goes there right away with a wisp, behind the Watcher Ward. Fly never expected it.
Key to victory, I'd say.
Yep.
Otherwise, he couldn't have traded negatively because he had all the resources in the world for talent reproduction, and he used that fight to keep the Orc in his own main base or close to his own main base. He did find big creep spots, yeah, but he couldn't be the aggressor and couldn't attack the Night Elf, I think, and that was really good, buying a lot of time for the Night Elf in general. And once again, we see Team Korea, who has Fly now. Who has the lead for the first time in this series. Usually it was China leading over Korea, but ReMinD turning this around. TH explaining where the mistakes were. And this was the expansion.
Already more than 1,300 viewers on stream on a Sunday morning before 11 a.m. You guys are awesome. Thank you for tuning in. There's lots more Warcraft to come today. Of course, today WCA China vs. Korea Clanwar will be concluding. Then after that, we're going to have a bit of a break. And at 5 p.m. CEST, we will continue with the last group of the WCA EU qualifier.
Yeah, Foggy, the guy who beat Lin at GCS versus Yaws, who beat Fly once at WCA last year, lost the grand final, but still the silver medal, the biggest accomplishment of German Warcraft ever, except the WC3L title by MTW in season 3 or 4. And that is so long ago, man.
And we just got a subscription by Nebu HSV. Thanks, man, for joining the club. You are number 70. First time ever we got 70 subscribers.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know if this unlocks any new features, or maybe it's at 75, but we really have to work on new emotes, I think.
Yeah.
And I think there's a closet going to be involved in the jail, in a jail as well. And a shop.
If you guys are like pretty good with like little pixely pictures and would like to create some of those for the memes of Back to Warcraft, contact us via Twitter or Facebook or something.
Or here at Twitch.
Or at Twitch. We really need to get some new emoticons going.
Oh yeah, we do. What cool days we have here. All the work that we put into this definitely paid off. At the first day I was like, does it really matter if we do it from our living homes or our living rooms or not? But I think people see the difference and feel the difference, and so it's all worth it. All the stress, all the struggle was worth it.
Want to go to the highlights again? There's a few sweet shockwaves in there. Especially towards the end, there was the one shockwave that was just crazy.
That I missed, by the way.
I think they're gonna show it though. There is a max damage to shockwave though, right? You can hit a maximum of 10 units or 8 units, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. For the Breath of Fire, it's definitely 8. But I don't know how it is for the shockwave.
Shockwaves this game, man.
Oh, I just love... I think it's pretty bad that this matchup didn't really change, but when I see shockwaves like this is reminding me of why I appreciated this matchup a few years ago so much.
So satisfying when they die at the exactly same time, when they do the synchronized dying moves. There we go, look at this.
This was like...
That was like 1,000 damage for 100 mana.
Yeah, I was about to say the same, man. 1,000 damage at least. My god.
Sweet Jesus.
Last refuge it is. So, China has TH left. And Life.
Correct. And the revive.
And the revive, obviously. So
people are saying there's no cap on shockwave. Really?
Really?
I'm gonna Google that shit now. Got a little bit tough time here.
That's ridiculous, though.
But I think everything is kind of capped, right? Even Blizzard is capped.
Well, you told me to trust in the chat, the knowledge of chat.
That was a little bit trolling, though.
You are trolling?
Alright, so here we go. Shockwave. Where is it? A wave of force, blah blah blah. Shockwave has a damage cap of roughly 12 units affected. What does it mean, roughly? Like, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less.
Yeah, sometimes if the game is nice
you
to you can do it up to 50.
RNG, maybe sometimes you only had one, who knows?
Yeah, well, the game is very favoring the very much favoring the orcs recently, so maybe they say, oh, cap, now let's raise this cap to 15, 17 for this game.
Alright, I think it is 12 units max always, but they just wrote it stupidly. 200 damage times 12.
2040, 400.
It's crazy. That shit cray.
How I did the math on the fly, right? It's crazy.
You must be some kind of genius. Or a wizard or something.
I'm Nostradamus, you know that. Wise and old.
TC is such a cool hero. One of the coolest heroes they have in the game, definitely, along with the Alchemist.
Yeah, and they made cool stuff with him later on, like the level 70 TC rock band stuff they did in WoW.
Yeah, the Elite Torrent Chieftain.
Elite Torrent Chieftain, exactly. Okay, break time.
Stomp has a 6-second cooldown, and on level 3, stuns heroes in an AoE for 4 seconds. That means you have a 67% disable rate.
Wow.
That is so ridiculous.
Yeah, that's really strong.
Oh. But of course the weakness of the TC is he's weak early game. That's the cool thing about the heroes. Some are really strong early, weak late, Keeper of the Grove. Some are really bad in the early and strong in the late, which is the TC.
Alright, so since there's a break again, we go into a break ourselves. I hope you bear with us because either Live or TH is coming, fighting Remind.